a day. We wake up with the sun, always with the sun. There's a place called Grace on Greenlight where we get breakfast every morning.
Yeah,
so you pick grits or oatmeal, and they usually have these little like fried chicken patties that are fucking bomb.
Fried chicken patties are truth.
And then we get a piece of French bread and some eggs, and you get a couple bottles of cold water. Those are like gold. And then you get a cup of coffee.
I replaced meth with coffee.
So, here we go.
I'm Monica.
I'm David.
I'm 33 from Baton Rouge. I've been out in the streets of New Orleans for about 2.5 months now.
I'm 27. I'm from New Orleans. I've been homeless in my own city for about a year or two now. I had an apartment about 3 months ago. I lost it due to family problems, but you know.
Trying to come up together. Had a couple opportunities reached out to us to get some help with housing, but it wasn't worth it, so we just decided to stick it out together. I'm a former meth addict, and it's been interesting being in the same set of challenges I've been in most of my life and facing them without the crutch of needle usage, self-deprecating behavior, and addiction. So I'm Cali sober, he's Cali sober, meaning we just smoke weed, but no justification on the addiction part there. But we just abstain from the hard shit because why add to the stress of being on the street with an addiction?
Where did you guys meet?
We met in Odyssey House, Louisiana. That's Rehab here in New Orleans.
You guys met in Rehab?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rehab romance, is that what they call it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's 12-stepping, but
13 step.
13 stepping.
Yeah, 13 stepping.
They call it 13 stepping.
He saw me while he was entering in the lobby. Dude hadn't even checked his bags in yet. I had been there about 5-6 days, and he walked down and said hi, and I kind of like blew him off, and they told him, gave him his bedding and his toiletries and told him to go upstairs, and he came straight up to the smoke deck, said screw that, pulled my hair and said, you're mine, I don't care who you are, what you've been through.
What?
And
coming in on day one of rehab with confidence.
Yeah, dude, like I have never.
I was on meth, but it wasn't even, the drugs had nothing to do with it. It was
you love it first sight, huh?
It was just, I knew in my mind and my heart and in my soul that I could deal with her and she'd be the one that could keep me on a stable level.
How did you respond to that when he pulled your hair and said you're mine?
I'm a sucker for the gooiness, and like we just instantly talk to each other's language. I have struggled. I think for me, drugs was as much of a social crutch as it was a physical addiction. It brings camaraderie and personality and helps you kind of branch out and be, whoever you want to be, as opposed to who, I felt I was limited to my mental health status. And I kind of broke out of that doing drugs. But, I've never been picked like that before. Like,
so that felt good, huh?
It felt so good. And like, what's crazy is like we've used out of habit for the first like week and a half we were out, and it wasn't even, we haven't done more than a gram or two in one sitting. Like we'll buy a bag and then that's it. Like it's not like we've like stretched using out. Like we regret it.
We regret it after the fact, because all it does is makes us fight. When we use together, when we did use together, all it did was make us fight. Like when we smoked weed, we were cool, we were relaxed, we had fun, we enjoyed each other's time. But in the same sense, I thought, it was my idea to get the first bag when we used together.
First bag of what?
Meth.
Okay.
I told her from the get-go, make sure I don't mind about the meth thing, make sure I don't go back to doing heroin, and I did get a bag of fentanyl one night, and I hated myself so bad for the fact of getting it. At the end of the night, I told her, hey, look, give it to me.
Our rule of thumb is, I won't get mad if you bring dope home, but whatever dope you do, I do. Okay. Like your punishment and your motivation to not do it is to
watch her get fucked up. It's my fault.
Yeah, and so or vice versa. Like I would never bring anything around him that I wouldn't do myself, and so the mentality is if I want to see my partner doing well, I have to abstain so that they can have some time to recover.
Understood. What are you guys sober right now, or Cali sober as you called it?
Yeah.
Are you sober right now because it's hard out here to maintain a drug habit, or do you guys want to be clean?
We actually want to be clean, but at the same time, like everybody around me that I grew up with is now either dead or in prison because of drug, not because of distribution or drug selling, drug use and drug possession.
Yeah.
You know, the court system told me after I turned 17, if I come back into a Louisiana court with any drug felony charges, that I never see the light of day again. I'm looking at 30 to life. If I go back to prison, I'm not about to do that. No, my daughter's getting older.
How old's your daughter?
She's 13. You know, and
do you have any kids, Mommy?
I'm 33, no kids, never been married, no criminal record, decent credit score, and I have most of my teeth. What do you call it, unicorn? So you know, I'm a little ahead of the game. I've been very I would call it solo dolo as a mofo, and you know, I think for me that when he said, you know, most of my friends all my friends are people are in jail, prison, or dead. In the last 3 years, we have our inner circle, our homies, and then we have our friends, and we have acquaintances. And the smaller the circle got, I had about 5 or 6 people that I knew I could count on at any given point in my life in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. And I'd say it was about 5 or 6, 7 people, and they're all dead now. I'm not saying in jail. I'm straight dead. And like 2 died of cancer. My friend Sarah shot herself after her boyfriend died of cancer. My brother OD'd. He was the last of the 7. 1 died of AIDS. It's been a really addiction has forcefully taken my self-respect, my dignity, my sense of safety, and like honestly, like for me, my using became a tool of self-deprecating, just weaponized self-destruct. Yeah. And so after I lost everybody, and then society teaches us that we're meant to trust certain social structures such as church, parents, and whatnot. And I learned very early on I could not trust those structures. And so, when your people fail you and the systems around you fail you, I've been on the streets of, and this is what I say about it, I've been on the streets of EBR, East Baton Rouge Parish, Baton Rouge, for about 8 years, and it was boot camp compared to the last 2.5 months. On the streets out here, we walk about 2 or 3 miles a day.
It's hot out here.
Dude, listen,
Man.
it's disrespectful hot. You take that one to the bank. Came up with that myself. But we're soldiers. We really are. We're out here.
I said this heat's gonna break, and she said no, it's not, and it's not break.
What's a typical day look like out here with you guys? Living in a tent over here under a highway.
Yeah.
Overpass. It's loud.
Normal day. You hear motherfuckers get drunk. You hear motherfuckers get drunk.
Get naked, hit the crack. That happened earlier today. Some dude, his shoes are right there. His shorts are right there. His shirt's over there. Some lady chased him off with a broom.
It's fucking hilarious.
You hear buku noises. They cut holes in the bars over there.
We do have a case manager that's trying to get us housing. Not just temporary housing, but permanent housing.
Permanent housing, yeah.
But I think.
Okay, we got off track. A day. We wake up with the sun, always with the sun. There's a place called Grace on Greenlight where we get breakfast every morning. Mm-hmm. Coffee.
Is that the place where you go buy food?
No. They give away free breakfast.
Yeah,
so you pick grits or oatmeal, and they usually have these little fried chicken patties that are fucking bomb.
Fried chicken patties are truth.
And then we get a piece of French bread and some eggs, and you get a couple bottles of cold water. Most of the time they're cold, and those are like gold. And then you get a cup of coffee.
No emotional support beverage.
Beverage. It is mandatory for both of us. We are both.
Me too.
We are both ritualistic users, and so I think, you think of the ritual of shooting up. You draw the water up, you put the dough in, you crush it up. We've replaced. We have many rituals. So throughout the day,
I replaced meth with coffee.
Yeah, we really have. We go down to St. Charles. That's our little chill spot. We try to get away from camp. Stay moving. We find different places to chill. Sometimes we'll go up to Canal. He flies signs, I fly signs. My gimmick is help beat the heat. Any help helps, y'all. Mm-hmm. And if they say no, I say air hugs, because moral support is support too. And you'd be surprised how many smiles a day I get, or how many people come back and just have like a human conversation with me.
You guys both
Spain,
make money from
busking,
yes, and we've been looking for jobs.
We've been looking for jobs lately. It's just hard without showering every day, and then Like,
do you shower?
They got a clean. Got a place called. It's an old Veterans Affairs building.
It's really
it's
nice.
It's old VA hospital. They opened it up for the homeless after they closed after Isaac for homeless showering and shit. Then they got the rebuild center that's on a gravel here.
It's a walk though.
It's a walk from there.
It's about 10 blocks, 11 blocks. The VA is 6 blocks that way.
It ain't country blocks. This city blocks. These bitches long.
Yeah, and hot. And you got to switch sides of the road to stay in the shade. And you know, we have rolling suitcases. Those are really helpful. I always carry a couple sheets with us. I'm really good at being a makeshift tent maker.
Yes, she is.
So if we ever get stuck in the rain or just want to chill, I can make partitions and.
So you've really adapted to this lifestyle.
I'm extremely resourceful. Yeah,
sometimes you gotta work with what you got. You know what I mean?
We didn't get a tent until about 5 days ago, 6 days ago.
My mom always told me when your back's against the wall, what you gonna do? Fold up or stand up and go and get it. Right? What I gotta do.
So do you wanna get out of this, or are you guys pretty happy where you're at?
Oh no, we have big goals. Big goals. We talk every.
My personal goal for me is, as far as like financial, is to be an at-risk youth counselor. That's what I want to do, because I know when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, motherfucker couldn't tell me a motherfucking thing about nothing, and I thought I knew everything. I ended up going to jail and doing time and realized like, damn, all the shit I thought I knew wasn't even what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
You know, my dad told on me, got me sent to prison for distribution. Like, bitch, you was selling more pills than I was. But it's all good, though. I took my lick and just kept moving. And I was like, at the end of the day, I could say this about his dumb ass, though. He is a better grandfather than a father. Like, he was never there in my life. Like, he wasn't there. All you do was just to come over to my mom's house, beat me, my mom, and go back to your other wife and kids. You know, so...
So when it comes to that, being a partner, you know, and being there for your significant other, do you guys love each other?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I actually married me. I actually married me.
We're gonna be good forever.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I just had no money for a ring or nothing yet, so.
What's it like? What you guys have date nights out here?
Oh, all the time. Yesterday he took me to Frenchman Street and we filled our little rolling cooler with sweets that somebody had dropped off. Somebody dropped off a whole bag of Starbucks treats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Like from Starbucks. We had banana bread and pumpkin bread and cake pops and cake, and we filled the cooler full of water bottles, and we went to Frenchman and we went down to the little park down there, and we climbed the rock wall and walked up and down Frenchman, took pictures. I'm a really good photographer. I'm artistic.
I'm not a camera person, so what's that to you? I'm not a camera person at all. Like,
super artistic. So like,
she's good at taking pictures, dude. What the?
I can sing. I can draw.
You can do all that.
We write each other letters frequently.
Mm-hmm. Love letters.
I have a little. Yeah, love letters.
You save them?
Of course. Are you kidding me?
I want people to understand this too. You know, you guys are. I think there's a negative stigma towards anybody that is not living the way that everybody else does, right? And so there's some judgment with this, but you guys do everything that normal people do, right? You're going on a date night.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Tell us about, does your living situation affect your ability or lack thereof to be intimate with each other?
No.
Okay, so
before we go to 10,
before we go to 10, yeah. But interesting part about that is it's like my time out here in New Orleans has taught me one thing: that if I'm late for that bus wasn't meant for me. That if that door closes, there's another something coming. Our timing on things has been so crazy cool, like critical, like to the point where like if we hadn't been in the right spot at the right time with that person passing by, we wouldn't have made a living that day.
Right.
And like, you know, the other day we were just sitting there, some dude came up and handed me $40 and just was like, be cool. Y'all are out here every day hustling. Like, when we don't hustle, we
get what we gotta do. Get dinner.
We stay humble. We don't take more than we need. We don't stay in one spot all day. We pick up trash. I feed everybody. Everybody. I try to get extra snacks everywhere I go, not only for me but for the people around me. You know, I think, you know, they in Christianity they call it tithing. You know, you give back to your community a certain percent, and like I don't necessarily have money to give, but I have an abundance of resource where it's like, if somebody's struggling and I have 2 bottles of water, why wouldn't I give one away? Like, I can't tell you the times I've had more kindness at the hands of strangers than my own family, more grace at the hand of strangers. You know, there's a lady that wrote a book called Traveling Mercies. Her name's Anne Lamott, and she's an incredible author. And she, in the book, she says the beauty of grace is it meets us where we are, but doesn't leave us where it found us. And like, that's what I want to extend. I mean, no matter where I go or what I do, man, it's like, Lord, forgive my bad behavior and give me the patience to then, you know, tolerate these other people. Sometimes tolerating someone is more than loving them, you know? And so I just find myself on these, like, I wouldn't say tangents, but they're just like, I have an opportunity to serve a community that's sometimes unservable. You know, you think of needs and people think, oh, socks, toothbrushes. Dude, a stick of real deodorant, some Tupperware, a tarp, a tent. Like, you know, if I would ever encourage anybody, it's just to accept the humanness of the condition we all live in, and that this is not everyone's choice. Like I genuinely, and I'll take my legs as a woman. I'll hold my head high in that too, and still have my dignity and my pride attached, because I'm somebody. And just because I haven't lived the most righteous life doesn't mean I'm not capable of absolute, like, heart beaming love, you know?
Well, yeah, of course.
So,
does it get scary out here? I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of movement. You were talking about, now that you guys have a tent, you can be intimate. I'm sure you guys can't find privacy. Is there scary things out here? Like, are there people doing bad things to you guys?
No.
Not us.
We stay out of people's way.
We stay out of people's way. We take care of our neighbors.
You mind your business. I respect everything around me.
He's big on respect.
If you disrespect anything around me, that's not out of my character. And there's not too many things that bring me back from that mode when I get there.
No.
So people know one thing: you respect mine, I'm respect you. You respect me, I respect you. You respect my wife, I respect you. You get out of line with either one of us, that's when we have a problem. And that person will tell you, hey bro, don't do that again. You do that again, then I'm gonna put my hands on you. But other than that, then no.
Okay, well let me just showcase one story. So one of his acquaintances came and dapped him off, and he walked off to take a shower somewhere, and dude was like, hey, let's go smoke a blunt while you're in the shower. I was like, nah, we're gonna wait for my old man. Well, it was about 10 hours later, I was like, you know, that dude at the place asked me to go smoke a blunt. And he's like, oh, really? That nigga gonna get it next time I see him. It's up. And like, I'm 33. I've heard a lot of dudes do a lot of talking about, a lot of fighting. This dude's 27 years old, little dude from uptown, met him in rehab, 4 days out on the streets. He saw the dude. I mean, they waylaid each other. I mean, snow shovels. Dude wore a hoodie to fight, dumbass. He pulls it over his head, starts punching on. I mean, and at that point, like, I just was like, I'm with the most about it dude I've ever been with. And like, my safety, I've been beat on. I've been he done hit females, and he makes sure people know that, like, hey, you fuck with her, you fuck with me, but you're not, you know. And so even in some of the shadier times we've had, which haven't been many, you know, we stay out of that side. We stay away from the shelters because that's like a hub of people. You know, we try to stay to ourselves. Yeah, we really do. And everybody knows us together. Anybody who knows us together.
Kind of seen without her. Where's your wife
where is he? Where is he? Where is she? Where is she? Yeah. If I'm not there, if he's not there, he's in the bathroom. If I'm not there, I'm getting a bottle of water. If we're not far, and we have, you know, codes, so it's like if we need to talk in emergency with people around, we can do that. You know, I have extreme anxiety, and so like preparedness is what helps me. So like we have our hurricane action plan, we have our fire evacuation plan, we have our, you know, if you go to jail, who do I call?
You're ready for anything.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo.
All from the tent. Do you guys have phones or anything?
Yes, we have phones. We don't keep them charged very often, but honestly, it serves us. I mean, we really just, this is all I need. He's my best friend, my lover. He stimulates my brain in ways that helps me grow, which has been, you know, I was scared for a long time, one going to change or one want to change. And like, dude, if we find each other, like, hearing some tough truths about ourselves from somebody we know really cares, and it inspires me to do better instead of just shuts me down. So.
Well, you mentioned that everybody knows you around here. Now a lot of people on the internet are going to know you guys. So,
okay, cool.
So if you were to have a message, each of you, 30 seconds or less, to everybody out there in the world that's going to see this, what would that message be about? Anything that you want.
keep blooming. Every season, every flower, every plant has seasons, man. And it's like, just because this is painful right now doesn't mean you can't bloom into being a better version of yourself. Like, don't ever stay stagnant. It's the key to staying young. It's the fountain of youth. And always challenge yourself.
Man, don't never stop looking forward. You can't change what you did behind you. Don't look back. Just keep going.
So we always end our interviews with it's called the magic wand question. If you could wave a magic wand today and immediately go to whatever sort of life you could possibly dream of, whatever sort of life.
The only thing
where would you be? Who would you be with?
I'd be with her, with my mom, at a beach in California.
On a beach in Cali?
I'll be wherever he wants to be. I would want to meet his mom for sure. I'm 5'11", and his mom was like 6'2", and so like that sounds fun. Like, I'd like to meet that big bitch. You know, like the other day we was talking, and I was like, man, someday we're gonna have a little you running around, and we've decided on kid names and everything. So David Ryan Compton Jr. I'm calling DJ, and I'm saying I'll have to embody Sharon someday to take care of you two gremlins all the time. I have to embody your mother just to, it says she's passed. I don't get to know her, but
you embody Sharon a lot.
Yeah, he says it all the time.
You embody Sharon the whole bunch.
You guys are amazing. I had a good time with you.
Thank you so much. No problem.
Thank you for interviewing.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
Stay safe out there.
We will for sure. Deuces.